There's one feature on your face that gives you the highest status, and that's your skin. But you don't need shelves of exfoliators, masks, serums, and whatever else you've been hoarding. You don't need a 20-step nighttime routine either. Effective skincare should actually be simple, and I'll share with you my secrets for flawless skin. And before you say, well, that's because you're Asian, I have to tell you that in Asia, people compliment my skin all the time, even before they know my age. In this video, we'll start with the biggest mistakes that are quietly damaging your skin. Then we'll dive into the ingredients that actually change your skin biology. Nowadays, we all know retinoids are the magic in skincare, but I'm going to talk about why they work, how to apply properly, and what products to pair them with for skin transformations and not bathroom clutters. Since my early 20s, I've tried countless hyped-up products. Do they work? Sure, to some extent, but are all of them worth the money? Not really. Unless, of course, you are buying them as a status symbol or as some kind of luxury therapy session. And if that makes you feel good, go for it. But if you actually want results, forget the fancy packaging. It's the ingredients that matter, not the brand name on the bottle. But first, let's begin with the skincare errors you should avoid. Number 1, physical exfoliators, the ones with beads or scrubbing stones. Every time you scrub your face with those, you are micro-tearing your skin barrier. Imagine dragging sandpaper across silk. You are basically weakening the very shield that protects you from pollution, bacteria, and water loss. You know those little plastic beads don't even dissolve and they end up floating in the oceans, eaten by fish. Some countries have banned them in skincare products already, so they don't just destroy your skin, they also destroy the planet. Double fail. What you can use are chemical exfoliators, but they are not necessary, especially if you have included retinoids in your routine already. Number 2, masks. Sheet or clay, they are props for short video influencers nowadays, but they don't rebuild collagen or erase wrinkles. If you already have a fragile skin barrier, and for most people with irritation, redness, or breakouts, that's the case. And those masks actually make it worse. They trap moisture, yes, but they also trap irritants and overstimulate your skin. So at best, you are buying 20 minutes of hydration. At worst, you are irritating your barrier with perfumes, preservatives, and allergens. Clay or peel-off masks can damage your skin because physical pulling can cause micro tears and irritation. Over-drying clay masks also strip oils and weaken the barrier further. And paradoxically, too much blocked hydration will disrupt your skin's natural water balance too. So masks make you feel like you are pampering yourself, but they don't rewrite skin biology and definitely does more harm than good. The only time you should use face masks is the few days after clinical skin procedures, and those masks need to be of medical grade. Okay, if you don't take anything else from this video and just cut out exfoliating scrubs and face masks out of your life today, congratulations, you've already leveled up your skincare routine. And most importantly, you save yourself both time and money. Don't get trapped in consumerism without even realizing it. If you want to get ahead of most people in life, you must protect your valuable resources, time and money. Mistake number 3 is falling for skincare fads. Banana peels, rice water, face yoga, jade rollers. They're popular because they are cheap, but they waste your time at best and at worst can damage your skin. Yes, fruit peels and rice water contain ingredients that can benefit the skin, but the dose you get from smearing them on your face, even daily, is nowhere near enough to make a real difference. And let's be honest, could you really keep up one DIY ritual for years? Even decades? Face yoga is something I'm strongly against. Think of your skin like an elastic band. The more you pull and stretch it, the looser it becomes, right? That's the opposite of what you want. People try to reduce facial expressions to prevent wrinkles, so why would you deliberately add more movement? It works against you. As for rollers, if you use them in the morning to cool down puffiness, fine, they do a little, but to actually improve skin texture or firmness, that's just a myth. Now let's talk about the real active ingredients that actually work, the molecules that dermatologists respect. These are active ingredients, not just ingredients, because they biologically affect your skin cells and are called actives. The king of the actives is now collectively recognized to be retinoids. They are vitamin A derivatives and they function on the cellular level. They work all the way down in the dermis, the deeper layer of skin where collagen lives. They bind to receptors in your skin cells, basically flipping genetic switches that increase cell turnover and stimulate fresh collagen. That's why they are the gold standard for wrinkles, acne, and pigmentation. My skin type is combination, dry in some areas, oily in others, which is pretty common in East Asians and prone to acne. On top of that, I used to be a heavy smoker and an alcoholic, staying up late, partying like there's no tomorrow, and always stressed. This lifestyle paired with my skin type just gave me constant breakouts and fine lines because of dehydration. But a few years ago, I switched to retinoids. Otherwise, I'd be jumping straight from pimples to wrinkles. And now I'm glad to say that at age 42, I don't have either. Among retinoids, Retinol is the most mild and available over the counter. You can find it in many skincare products today. Retin-A or tretinoin, on the other hand, is the strongest and prescription only. If you are new to retinoids, I recommend starting with retinol to slowly build tolerance because your barrier needs time to adapt. During the first 6 months, expect some breakouts, mild peeling, and dryness. This is the purge phase, when the blackheads and the whiteheads that have been sitting underneath your skin finally surface. It can feel uncomfortable, so you need to be emotionally prepared for this stage. Many people quit during the purge, but if you push through, that's when the real transformation starts to happen, just like everything else. Okay, the doses. I started with retinol at 0.25%, using it every 3 nights for a couple of weeks, then every other night for another 2 weeks. After that, I moved up to 0.5% retinol every other night for about a month. Once my skin adjusted, I switched to daily use and eventually built up to 1% retinol, which I stayed on for about 2 years before transitioning to Retin-A. For reference, 0.025% Retin-A is roughly equivalent to 1% retinol, and the goal is usually to move up to 0.05 Retin-A. Some people go as high as 0.1%, but I've often seen that cause persistent redness, almost like a burn after long-term use. Research also shows that 0.05% and 0.1% Retin-A provide similar benefits, but 0.05% is far less irritating, so for most people it's the smarter choice. And now, what should you pair retinoids with? There are 4 ingredients that work exceptionally well: ceramides, niacinamide, peptides, and Pro-Xylane. Ceramides are naturally produced by your skin and act like the mortar holding your skin cells together. Without them, your skin loses hydration, sensitivity spikes, and wrinkles appear faster. Niacinamide, or vitamin B3, is a multitasker. It calms inflammation, regulates oil production, evens out skin tone, and reduces the appearance of pores. Peptides are the messengers of repair. They signal your skin to produce more collagen, calm inflammation, and boost elasticity. They're compatible with almost any other ingredient, so they support the whole anti-aging orchestra. Pro-Xylane is a newer gem from L'Oreal. It's a sugar derivative molecule that reinforces the skin's extracellular matrix. Clinically proven, it keeps skin plump and firm by binding water into the dermis, giving your face volume and bounce. If you want Pro-Xylane, any product from the L'Oreal family is reliable. They all come from the same lab. Most people only use retinoids at night because they are highly sensitive to sunlight. Some people do use them in the morning, but only if they know they won't be exposed to the sun. Otherwise, your best morning weapon is vitamin C. That's why we say C in the morning, A at night, not coffee in the morning and alcohol at night. It's vitamin C and vitamin A, retinoids. Vitamin C is like your skin's bodyguard. It neutralizes oxidative damage from pollution and UV light, and it also boosts collagen production. But here's a catch. You should never layer it with retinoids in the same routine. I made that mistake once, combined retinol with vitamin C, and I looked like a burns victim for 2 weeks. Don't try that at home. Here's a table to clearly show which ingredients work well together and which ones you should avoid mixing. Okay, finally, let me share my routine. At night, of course, I start with cleansing using a gentle cleanser. Don't smother the cleanser directly on your face because that can clog your pores. Foam it in your hands first, then use the foam on your face. After that, pat your skin dry with a clean towel. Don't rub. Make sure your skin is completely dry before you apply retinoids because water can increase irritation. Some people like to apply a thin layer of moisturizer before retinoids to reduce irritation, and that works. But if you want to maximize the benefits, it's better to apply retinoids directly to dry skin. I use a pea-sized amount for my neck and another pea-sized amount for my face. I dot it on my skin and gently pat it in. Then I wait about 8 to 10 minutes for it to absorb before applying moisture. You can use that time to brush your teeth or put on body lotion. Let's always aim to use the least time to achieve the best results. I use Pro-Xylane at night because I don't think it mixes well with makeup like foundation. It can get cakey. I apply it after retinoids. You can use just a cream or a serum followed by a cream. The products I've been using contain both Pro-Xylane and peptides, so I get as many active ingredients as possible. I don't really use eye cream anymore because I don't see the need, but if you want to target dark circles, eye creams with caffeine usually work well. In the morning, I often just rinse my face with water, no cleanser. This is what I recommend if your skin is dry. The thin layer of oil you wake up with on your face is basically ceramides that your skin naturally produces. If you have oily skin, a gentle cleanser can help. Again, pat your skin dry, no rubbing, and then apply your vitamin C product. 5%, 10%, or 15% all work. Some people use 20%, but I found that irritating, so I generally stick with 10%. Let it sink in for about 1 minute before applying moisturizer. I use a serum with ceramides first, followed by a niacinamide cream. Some products combine both, which is a nice time saver. Before I go out, of course, I use sunscreen, and that's my routine. It doesn't take long at all and shouldn't take much space in your bathroom either. When you are choosing products, focus on the ingredients, not the brand or the hype. That's what really makes a difference. When we talk about leveling up and transformation, it's not just about inner psychological work. True change happens both from the inside out and the outside in. When you take care of your appearance, you are showing respect and attention to yourself. As you start to look better, people will respond to you differently, and that in turn changes how you feel about yourself. That transformation shines through. So alongside the mindset and psychological shifts I will continue to cover in my videos, I also want to share my experience and knowledge about physical transformation. This video is just a general introduction to my tips for flawless skin. If you want me to go deeper into anything like the products I use, foods that are genuinely anti-aging, or clinical procedures that actually work, please let me know in the comment section. I'll make future videos about them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.